traffic got transferred to Padre Power Street, Manila, they only used the house as different establishments before. Like at the second floor of this house, they used to have here bowling alley and also girls and boys dormitory. And so we have here some of the artworks made by the artists of Balas. So the figures that you can see here, those artworks, they represent the devotees of Black Nazarene.
Yung pagka-upit niya. Napaka-perfect ng pagkaka-upit. O, diba? Kala mo 3D. Pero upit siya.
Lumilipas ang panahon, kabiyak ng ating gunutan, ang mga punot halaman, bakit kailangan lumisan? Panapanahon ng pagkakataon, may babalik bang kahapon?
Your back, that is a replica of an old church po from Balanga City, Bataan. That's the replica of our St. Joseph's Cathedral. So here at this Casas, we call that Sanctuario de San Jose. As of now, it's still under construction, but there's many couples po already nakasal na po dyan sa simbahan na yan. Okay, so if you guys, before. So that's the Casa Maranao from Marawi, Mindanao. And then this house next to Casa Binyan, that is the Casa Baliwag Uno from Baliwag, Bulacan. So the Casa Baliwag Uno was built year 1898 under the ownership of Captain Fernando Vergel de Dios. So Captain Fernando, before, the owner also had 2 wives before. The name of his first wife, the name of his first wife was Carmen Costa de Leon, and they were blessed with 9 children. Only po, because Carmen got sick later on, she died, unfortunately. But after a year of her death, Captain Fernando got married to his second wife, named Angela Nunez. And this time around, they were blessed with an additional of 12 more children. So 12 plus 9, all in all, Captain Fernando had a total of 21 children from his past 2 wives. He was a very busy man po before. Alright, so by the way, that house, we will not going to visit that anymore because as of now, Casa Baliwag is one of the private house owned by the family of Mr. Jerry Acuzar, the owner of this resort. Okay? So for our second house that we were going to visit, that is the Casa Quiapo from Quiapo, Manila, the first final school of University of the Philippines. So let's proceed this way, please.
Casa Quiapo.
Okay, so while we are walking, the river that you can see here at the Las Casas, that is actually a natural river here in Bagak, Bataan. We call that Omagol River. The water from the Omagol River, it is connected to the sea, to the West Philippine Sea. In English, they call that brackish water. Here in Bagak, we called it as Wawa or Sabang, but in other provinces, they also call that as Alabang. Why Alabang? Because it is a mixture of fresh and salt water. In Tagalog, alat and tabang, that's why they call that Alabang. So that's the Omagol River po. Alright, this way please. Okay, so while we are also looking po, the house next to Casa Baliwag is the Casa Binondo 2 from Binondo, Manila, which right now, one of the rental house that we have here in Las Casas, it has a total of 3 bedrooms, which is good for 6 people. That's one of the casa that you can rent here at the resort if you want to stay here for overnight stay. That's the Casa Binondo 2 po. Okay, this is our second house. So for our second second house. So this house in front of you, this is the Casa Quiapo from Quiapo, Manila. So the Casa Quiapo was built originally way back 1867 under the ownership of Don Rafael Enriquez. And that house, it was designed by Felix Rojas y Arroyo, the first Filipino who practiced architecture in the Philippines during the Spanish era. They said that this house was actually the biggest and the most elegant house that was built in the country before. And in the year 1908, when this house was served as the first building for University of the Philippines School of Fine Arts. And some of our national artists was actually a product of the school, like Carlos Botong Francisco, Guillermo Tolentino, Tomas Mapua, and Fernando Amorsolo. But by the time that the Fine Arts School of UP got transferred to Padre Fares Street, Manila, they only used the house as different establishments before. Like at the second floor of this house, they used to have here bowling alley and also girls and boys dormitory. And as of now, our Casa Quiapo serves as an art space for Bellas Artes projects. Bellas Artes, that is a non-profitable art association founded by Ms. Jam Acuzar, one of the daughter of Mr. Jerry Acuzar. By the way, before we officially enter the house, so right now po, we have an ongoing exhibit po in this house, the Docu artworks of Betty's Pampanga. So before we enter, I would just like to advise everyone that the artworks that are displayed inside are only for viewing purpose only. You can take some photos as well as videos, but please just turn off the flash po on your cameras. And then we're also not allowed to touch the artworks that are displayed po inside of this house. Alright? Let's enter please, this way.
Wow. Ang lamig ah.
Okay. Alright, so by the way, the area where we at as of now, from the original location po of the Casa Quiapo, they used this before as their garage. So, this is where they put their horses, their caradalas, they po dumadaan yung mga yun. And then, actually, Casa Quiapo, unlike the Casa Binyan, is only a replica. Casa Quiapo is one of our original house. So this house has a percentage of around 50 to 70% original parts. Mostly the wooden parts that you can see at the second floor of this house. And also the pillars that we have here on the ground floor. And also, there are also some of the concrete parts of the house that's still original. And these are the floors that we have here po. So this stone, they call this piedra china, stone from China. Actually, when you sell the stones today, nowadays, the market value price of the stones are about 10 to 20,000 per piece of the stones po, the piedra china. Alright, so by the way, we have some exhibits here. So, dukit, that is actually a Kapampangan word, which means in Tagalog, ukit. So, carved in the woods. So, all of the artists po kasi who made the artworks that are displayed here are all from Betty's Pampanga. Okay? You can roam around. You can check po. Actually, it's all for sale. All of the artworks po here, all of the things that naka-display, for sale po sila. Yeah. So, there are some, may mga indicated price naman po in every artworks. Yes, ma'am. This is the most expensive one. This polarium po that you can see over there. It's 14 million po. 14 million.
14?
By 1C Flores.
14. Grabe, no? Tingnan mo lang yung art. Yung pagka-upit niya.
Ang perfect spot.
Napaka-perfect ng pagkaka-ukit to. Oh, di ba? Alam mo 3D. Pero ukit siya. Pula. Ganito talaga kataas yan.
Yes, sir. Ganito talaga mataas siya. Since garahe po talaga po. Sa taas pa po yung mga rooms. Garahe, iba po ibakan nila ng mga sala.
Garahe, stock. Dito naman, kabilang parte, ganun din. Same lang din.
So, this is the part where we have to remove again our footwears, since this is already the wooden part. So again po, we have to remove our footwears before the wooden part. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Before function, alright, so by the way, here in the second floor, you can see here some of the original parts of this house. Actually, you can easily distinguish the original from the replica. So we have two types of pillars po here. We have this type. So this is the original pillars from the year 1867. Then we also have painted part like that one po. So that is only replica. So there's a big difference po with the original from the replica parts. And then from the corners of the ceiling, you will also notice some of the unpainted parts. So that corner, that is actually original. While this one from this area, that's only replica. Okay? So they actually retain the original design of the original parts for the guests po to easily distinguish the original from replicas. And I also mentioned earlier, right now, this is an art space for Balas artists. So we have here some of the artworks made by the artists of Balas. So the figures that you can see here, those artworks, they represent the devotees of Black Nazarene. That's why over there po we have a cross, since the house was originally located in Quiapo, Manila before. And for the CCTV of this house, I'm going to show you that here in the other room. Okay, this way po please.
HD ba yan?
HD siya. Okay, so from the window side po, you'll also notice some of the original columns. Those columns were original. Actually, they also do some combination po, like this pillar that we have over here. From the body of the pillars, replica, and then from the top po, as you can see, it's original. Okay, so the CCTV, do you guys have any idea? With the CCTV po, the window?
Butas.
No, sir. It's smaller than the window. Actually, correct, sir. Hole po siya. Peephole. sa may floor. Here at the floor po. Okay? So kindly come closer here for you to see it clearly. So this one po that we have here, this is only just a piece of wood. So once I remove this piece of wood, of course, there's a hole. So that's their peephole before. That's their CCTV way back 1800s. Like I said, it's already HD, colored, and real time. Live na live po siya. Alright. So the main purpose of that peeping hole is for them to see their guests who's knocking at their door outside. So once their guests go outside, this is where they look at to see who's the guest who's knocking at their door. So once the guests outside are welcome to enter, so the owner will just have to pull a rope that is connected to the door. Once they pull that rope, that door will open automatically. But if you guys are not welcome to enter the house, from this hole, they're going to pour water. Sometimes cold or hot water. And then the worst case scenario that can happen to you if you're not welcome, correct sir, they can also pour urine. And that, that's the worst. Ihi straight from Arinona. It normally happens daw po sa mga taong naniningil ng utang. And then, manliligaw ng mga anak nila. So anyway, here in this Casas, we call the old version of CCTV here as CC Silip. Okay, you can take some photos po before we proceed downstairs. You can take some picture po with the CC Silip if you want. That's all that you can see here at the second floor.
CCCV. Pang Marites yan. Marites Hall. Nice. Kaya ako.
Ito mga kwartong to, sarado na to.
Pumunta tayo. Hinahanap tayo ng ating mga kasama. Okay, yun lang muna sa ngayon mga kasiyasat at maraming sama. Salamat sa inyong pagsama. Samahan nyo ulit ako sa aking paglilibot. Dito sa Las Casas, Filipinas. Di ako.
Lumilipas ang panahon, kabiyak ng ating gunutan, ang mga punot halaman. Bakit kailangang lumisan? Panapanahon ng pagkakataon, may babalik bang kahapon?